Importation of medicines from countries which these drugs are being sold at a much cheaper prices.
Yes, Your Honor, but that's possible, Your Honor. But as of now, this executive order is an immediate relief to address those drug problems, Your Honor. May I proceed, Your Honor? Yes. So in fact, as of 2008, the Department of Health reported that the top leading causes for death are heart diseases, diabetes, cancer, hypertension, among others, which illnesses are addressed by the drugs covered by this order. Lastly, the delegation by Congress to the President is lawful based on the completeness test and the sufficiency of standards test established by the Supreme Court in People v. Rosenthal. The order is complete as it lays down the policy and the standards are adequately provided in paragraph 4 of the whereas clause of the Executive Order 829 and Section 19, paragraph 2 of RA 9502 as to prevent it from being subject of abuse. In some cases, standards broader than what is provided in RA 9502 has in fact been sustained by the Supreme Court. To cite a few, in Chongbian v. Orbos, the standard to promote simplicity, economy, and efficiency in the government was upheld in authorizing the President to move a city or province from one administrative region to another.
Yes, Speaker, is it EO 821 too little and too late? Shouldn't the power to impose MRP shouldn't have been exercised sooner and to a wider range of drugs? That's a more practical solution.
Yes, Your Honor, but I don't. It's my belief, Your Honor, that it is not too late. We still have the power. The government still has the power to impose these regulations or the imposition of the MDRP, Your Honor. So to wrap up my case, at the end of the day, since MDRP is constitutional, let's make it work for who won. The one who was less in law, who was less in life, but should have more in law. Thank you, Your Honor.
Right, Juan de la Cruz, the street sweeper. Kira, 2 minutes to cross.
Good evening, Madam Speaker. Are you implying that you have short-term achievements and we don't have short-term?
No, not necessarily.
Are you aware that generic medicines at least exist now?
Yes.
2 of the 5 in the EO 821 are the top 2 and top 7 of the world as the most popular generic drugs.
Yes, but not Philippines.
So why not strengthen generic distribution? Why not strengthen generic distribution?
We can do that, but it will take time. This is the immediate release.
It's immediate.
For the moment.
It's immediate. Alright, you said a while ago that the EO 21 is complete in itself and has sufficient standards.
Yes.
What is the standard? What is the standard?
The completeness test and the sufficiency of standard.
What is the standard for the delegating statute?
It is the most prescribed. In this case, it is the most prescribed. Actually, in the initial draft of EO 821, there are 21 medicines in this case.
I was asking for the sufficient standard. Usually standards are in the policy itself. If you look at the policy of the Medicines Act,
The standards are provided in Section 19B of RA 9502 and paragraph 4 of the whereas clause of EO 8.
I'm glad you pointed that out because I propose that, well, at least would you concede that it may not be a delegation?
No.
It's not an delegation. Alright. Would you
Yes,
concede that
in some cases, the Supreme Court has
would you also
upheld
concede that it may not be an invalid exercise of police power, meaning it's a valid exercise of police power? But wouldn't you concede that it's a misapplication?
No,
Have you read that under the Secretary of Energy?
I don't think so.
In that case, they upheld that the statute is not an undue delegation of power, but they said that the EO was a misapplication. Why? Because the President added additional
Yeah,
conditions.
in that case, but this case.
In this case, you said the standards are in the section 19.2 of the Act.
And also in EO.
The Act itself, the EO is based on the Act. The EO provides for additional conditions aside from the one in the Act, meaning
But the Act itself provides for the
added
standards.
additional conditions. Thank you.
All right, thank you, both sides. May I invite you to cross the House as the judges tally their scores. The grand final to square the CBC Law Debate Season 2 returns after this.
Support.
The judge's choice for best speaker in tonight's debate wins a prestigious trophy, a 4-day, 3-nights vacation for 2 at Boracay's luxury Nami Resort with 2 round-trip tickets courtesy of Sea Air. The audience choice for best speaker gets a 3 days, 2-night stay for 2 at the penthouse suite of the latest alternative for business and leisure travelers, One Tagaytay Place, plus 15,000 pesos worth of gift certificates from SM Department Store and National Bookstore. After more than 65 years, NBS is still the go-to place for good buys at great prices. While the runners-up of tonight's championship debate don't go home empty-handed. Each receives a one-year subscription to the fastest and most advanced Philippine legal research website, powered with a superior search engine to give you Philippine laws and jurisprudence whenever and wherever you want. Now let's have our judges critique the performances of our two teams tonight. Judge Sunny, what did you think of the affirmative side, Ateneo de Manila?
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate Ateneo for reaching the finals this time. I think nothing short of that is expected, but unfortunately last year they didn't make it. I think they're better prepared this year. There's a marked improvement. I think they've put in more hours and they've done more research, and they've put in more time trying to craft their arguments. And in both sides, I think they've realized that this is not a speed talking contest anymore. This is a debating contest. So I think they've done better. I just have one question to ask from the Ateneo guys. Did you graduate from Ateneo Loyola? All of you? Did you take up Greek tragedy? Yeah. Do you remember hubris, the fundamental flaw of the Greek hero? Last year that was quite evident in the Ateneo team, and I think that's the main reason why they didn't make it to the finals. There's, I think, I can just present a few hints now in today's team.
Okay, much less hubris. Greater improvement then. All right, Judge Reggie, what did you think of the negative side, Ateneo de Davao?
The performance of the debaters from the negative side, Ateneo de Davao, really shows how well deserved they are of landing in the finals. They performed very well, well researched, well prepared. They focused on the right argument and the strongest argument of public health and public welfare for the common good. With those arguments, you can't go wrong, especially with respect to this issue. You could have done better with better presentation of your arguments. It's not too clear as to where certain arguments should be, whether it should be in necessity or whether it shouldn't be in practicality. Maybe you could have attacked the other side on that same front. So you could have done with some better organization of your arguments. And also, a little honing on your interpellation skills. You can be a bit more forceful and be more intimidating with respect to interpellation, even though your argument isn't that too strong.
All right.
In general, they did very well.
Thank you, Your Honors. Now the results of our championship match after this. Welcome back. Our texter's choice for best speaker, and I understand we got more than 1,000 texts. Who wins a trophy and Boracay vacation courtesy of Nami Resort and Sea Air is our last speaker, Marines Ledesma. Now, Chief Judge Nono, who did the judges pick as best speaker to take home gift certificates from SM Department Store and National Bookstore, as well as a stay at one Tagaytay Place?
The best speaker, according to this tabulation, is a clear winner. And he is the second negative speaker from Ateneo de Davao, Mr. Vincent Juan.
All right. And Your Honor, which team is the square of CBC Law Debate Season 2 Grand Champion?
De La Salle must have known that there would be Ateneo versus Ateneo. That's why they established a law school starting this year. And the winner for tonight's debate won by 1 point.
Just 1 point.
1 point. And probably it shows that Davao City's educational prowess is catching up with Metro Manila. And the winner for tonight's debate by 1 point is the Ateneo de Davao.